Let's see the next topic, effect of temperature. In that, endothermic reaction and exothermic reactions we have. Endothermic reaction means heat energy absorbed by the system. Where change in enthalpy is greater than 0, that is positive. Okay, and forward reaction takes place. And come to exothermic reaction. Heat energy evolved or released after the reaction, where it is delta Hg post negative, that means delta H is less than 0. So let's see one example here regarding to this. Ammonia is reversible N2 plus 3H2 2 of NH3. Okay. Now this one is reactant, this one is product. Now this term is reactant and this one is called as product. Am I right? Is it clear, ma? And one more example, N2 3H2 is reversible 2NH3, reversible reaction. Okay. Suppose the forward reaction is, let the forward reaction is endothermic reaction. Which reaction it is? Endothermic. Endothermic means endothermic reaction means we have to offer some energy to the system. Forward reaction means, what is forward reaction here? N2 plus 3 of H2 gives rise to 2NH3. Am I right? Forward reaction means delta H is greater than 0 or not? Delta H is greater than 0. Is it clear? Where delta H is greater than 0, clearly. Okay. So now delta H greater than 0 and it is endothermic reaction. Students, this is the continuity for yesterday topic. So that is chemical equilibrium. In that Le-Chatelier's principle part 2. Okay. So this is the endothermic reaction. So endothermic reaction means we have to offer some amount of energy to the reactants. Am I right? So that means endothermic reaction means we offer some heat energy to the reactants. So now N2 3 of H2 plus heat energy offered to the reactant side, then it gives here product NH3, 2 of NH3. Am I right? Now it is at reactant side. Am I right? So when temperature increases, heat energy increases. Okay. Now this heat energy is also considered as reactant. So here we consider this heat energy also considered as reactant. Okay. Now entire this term is reactant side now. Is it clear? So temperature is high, Q is high, then reactant is also high. That means reactant's concentration is also high. Is it clear? Temperature is high, automatically heat energy is also high. So reactant side it is present, so entire reactant is also high. Consider like this. Okay. So according to Le-Chatelier principle, when concentration of reactants is high, then it moves towards product side. Am I right? If concentration of reactants is high, reactants concentration is high. Suppose here we, and this is system. Am I right? This is system, and this is taken as, this can be done by us. Okay, this is done by system. So here temperature is high, Q is also high. Okay, so enter this one is reactant or not? Reactant's concentration is also high. So reactant's concentration is high. Here system increase the reactant's concentration. Am I right? Is it clear? Now what about system can do here? So system can try to decrease the reactant's concentration and increase the product concentration. Decrease the reactant's concentration and increasing in the product concentration means decreasing in the reactant's concentration and increasing in the product concentration. In which direction it is? Forward direction. Is it clear? When heat energy is offered to the system, okay, then the reaction proceed in forward direction. Here assume when temperature is high, heat energy is also high. That means here heat energy taken as reactants. Okay, heat energy high means here heat energy is high, system can decrease the heat energy. How it decreases? When it moves in the forward direction. Okay, so here we increase the concentration of the reactants. That means your system can do, it try to decrease the reactants concentration. So reactants concentration decreases means it increases as product concentration. So which direction it is now? Forward direction. Forward direction. Forward direction. Is it clear? So now it is forward direction. Forward direction. In endothermic reaction, when we offer heat energy to the system, at reactant side, temperature is high, heat energy is also high. This is considered as reactants. That means reactants concentration is high. Now system try to decrease the reactants concentration. That means it moves towards product, decreasing in the concentration, increasing in the product concentration. Is it clear, ma? So here first case we increase the temperature. In the same equation, let's take backward reaction. NH3 gives rise to N2 3 of H2. Okay, now it is suppose hexothermic reaction. It is suppose this one is okay. Let's consider this equation. N2 plus 3 of H2 gives rise to 2NH3. Okay. So let's consider this equation as exothermic reaction now. Where exothermic reaction means delta H value is negative. That means less than 0. Is it clear? Okay. So now exothermic reaction means where we add heat energy. Exothermic reaction means amount of heat energy is released after the reaction in this direction. Okay, is it clear? So now heat energy is at product side, am I right? Heat energy is released after the reaction. Now heat energy is added at product side, am I right? Is it clear? So at this is product side, you know. Product side. So here temperature is high at product side, and also automatically Q is also high, and product concentration is also high. Why? Because it is at product side. So when this is done by us, okay. So we increase the product concentration. Now automatically system can do. It try to decrease the product concentration, temperature and Q. Am I right? How product concentration is decreases? Now we are at product, we increase the product concentration, am I right? Now system try to decrease the product concentration. How it decreases the product concentration? So decreasing in the product concentration means so product shifted to reactants. Decrease the product concentration. Okay. Decrease the product concentration, that means increase the reactants concentration. Okay. Now here system try to decrease the product concentration. So decreasing in the concentration of product means increase the concentration of the reactants. So that means which direction it is? Is it clearly backward direction? Am I right? Which direction it is clearly? Backward direction. Is it clear? So here heat energy is applied at product side, that is exothermic reaction. So now temperature is high, heat energy is also high, that means product is also high. Okay. Now system try to decrease the product concentration. Decrease the product concentration means it converted as concentration of reactants, am I right? So the reaction takes place in backward direction. Is it clear, all of you? In the case of exothermic reaction, it takes place at low temperature. So generally exothermic reactions takes place at low temperature, and here it is delta H is equals to negative change in enthalpy. Delta H means that is delta H value is less than 0. For endothermic reaction takes place at high temperature, that means delta H is equals to positive, that means delta H is greater than 0. Okay. Now we have the system. Here we have the system. Now this system is at increase in the temperature, suppose, and in the second case decrease the temperature, decrease the temperature here. Is it clear? Now increase the temperature. We have two reactions here regarding this. One is endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. Suppose this is the reactant and this one is product. Am I right? This is the reaction. Okay. Endothermic reaction means we add heat energy. Heat. This one is heat. R plus heat at reactant side. Am I right? Here what happened? Temperature is high. Heat energy is also high. R is also high. When reactants concentration is high means it moves towards product side. Am I right? That means which reaction it is? Forward reaction takes place in this case. When increasing in the temperature at system, suppose it is endothermic reaction. In this case, what happened? Endothermic reaction means heat energy is added at reactant side. Q is high, T is high, and R value is also high. Am I right? Suppose this heat energy taken as reactant. Suppose heat energy is high. That means reactant is high. So then reaction proceed towards to product. Am I right? So which direction it is? Forward direction. So increasing in the temperature in a system, that system is endothermic reaction. Suppose then the direction is forward direction. Which system it is? Endothermic. That means delta H is greater than 0. Is it clear, ma? Suppose increasing in the temperature, that is exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction, we increase the temperature. So suppose this is the reactant and this one is product. Am I right? Reactants and product. Exothermic reaction means delta H value is less than, remember it is less than 0. Delta H greater than 0 means delta H equals positive. Delta H is less than 0 means delta H value is negative for exothermic reactions. Remember this. Okay. Now exothermic reaction means after the reaction heat energy is evolving. Am I right? So reactants to products. Exothermic reaction means some amount of heat energy is released after the reaction. So now heat energy is at product side. Am I right? That means heat energy is high or not? We increase the temperature or not? We increase the temperature, heat energy is also high. That means P is also high or not at system? At product side. Am I right? So when product concentration is high, it moves towards reactants. Product concentration is high, then the equilibrium shift towards to which side? Reactant side. That means which direction it is? Backward. Backward direction. That means in this direction. Okay, is it clear? So suppose it is the exothermic reaction, increasing the temperature. Exothermic reaction means now heat energy is applied at product side. Am I right? So here temperature is high. That means Q is also high. Am I right? P is also high. Is it clear? So then which reaction takes place? Backward. Why it is backward? Product concentration is high. Already we discussed it. Effect of concentration at product and reactants. So product concentration is increases, it moves towards to reactant side. Okay, here we increase the pressure, system can try to decrease the pressure. Am I right? How it is decrease the pressure? By increasing the concentration of reactants. That means reaction takes place in backward direction. Is it clear, all of you? So now come to here. Now in the system we decrease the temperature. Now decrease in the temperature, suppose it is endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction means reactants where we add heat energy at reactant side. This is heat energy, am I right? This gives rise to product. Endothermic reaction means we add amount of heat at reactant side. It absorbs the heat energy. Now decrease the temperature in a endothermic reaction. In a endothermic reaction. Now it is the endothermic reaction. We just decrease the temperature. Okay. So temperature is decreases means when temperature decreases means amount of heat energy is also decreases. Where Q means heat energy, it represents heat. So when temperature decreases, automatically Q is also decreases. Why? Because Q is directly proportional to T. Am I right? Remember it. If you heat the any substance, automatically temperature is also increases. If you decrease the heat energy, automatically temperature is also decreases. Remember it. So both are in directly proportional relation. So now in endothermic system, so we decrease the temperature in the system, decrease the temperature in this case. Here increase in both endothermic and exothermic. Then what happened? Here decrease in the system in endothermic reaction, decrease the temperature. Decrease the temperature means what happened? Amount of heat energy is decreases or not? Decreases. So Q means reactants here. So R is also decreases. That means concentration of reactants decreases or not here? Here we decrease the reactants concentration. Okay. Now system can try to increase the concentration of reactants. System can do opposite to us. Am I right? Here this is done by us. Okay. We decrease the reactants concentration. System can do reactants concentration is decreases. System try to increase the reactants concentration. Am I right? System try to increase the reactants concentration. Here we decrease the reactants concentration by decreasing in the temperature. So here system try to increase the reactants concentration. So reactants concentration when increases it. So when product concentration is shifted towards to reactants. When a product concentration is shifted towards to reactants, that means product concentration decreases, reactants concentration is increases. So now system increase the reactants concentration. So when it increase the reactants concentration here when product concentration is decreases, automatically reactants concentration is increases. That means reaction moves towards to backward direction. So in which direction it is? Backward or reverse reaction, backward direction. Is it clear, ma'am? So when we decrease the temperature in a endothermic reaction, temperature decreases, Q is decreases, R is decreases. We decrease the reactants concentration. Now system try to improve the concentration of the reactants. So how it improve the reactants concentration? That means product concentration is converted to as reactants concentration. That means reactants concentration is higher or not? That means reaction takes place in which direction? Backward direction. Okay, is it clear, ma'am, all of you? So how reactants concentration is increases? When product concentration is shifted towards to reactants. That means reaction represents in backward direction. Is it clear? So decreasing in the temperature, then endothermic reaction becomes backward direction. Is it clear? And come to here for exothermic reaction. For exothermic reaction means now this one is reactant, this one is product. Exothermic means heat energy is released at product side. Am I right? Where delta H is less than 0, that means delta H equals negative. Am I right? Is it clear? So now here we at product side, exothermic means we discussed at product side. Now temperature is decreases according to this statement and then exothermic reaction. We decrease the temperature. temperature is decreases, automatically Q is also decreases. Here we have product, product is also decreases. This is done by us, am I right? Done by us. Okay, product concentration is decreases. Okay, now system try to, here we decrease the product concentration, system try to increase the product concentration, am I right? We decrease the product concentration, now system try to increase the product concentration. How it increase the product concentration? So when reactants is shifted towards product direction, okay, reactants try to move towards product, then it increase the product concentration. That means which direction it is? Forward direction. Is it clear, all of you? So this is a shortcut notation regarding to effect of temperature in a chemical equilibrium. In that we have two cases. One is endothermic reaction, another one is exothermic reaction. Is it clear? So exothermic reaction means heat energy is released after the reaction. Endothermic reaction means we add some quantity of energy to the reactants. Is it clear? So now here we have two cases. One is increase in the temperature, that is T in the system. Is it clear? And the second thing is decrease the temperature in the system. Okay, so it may be exothermic or endothermic. Is it clear, ma? We know already Q is directly proportional T. Q is directly proportional T. Now increase the temperature in the system. We have to take two reactions. In that, first one is, suppose exothermic, it is exothermic reaction. Is it clear? Now this one is reactants, this one is product. Exothermic reaction means we add heat energy at product side, am I right? Why? Because after the reaction amount of heat is released. That means here what happened? Delta H is equals to negative, in this case change in enthalpy. Delta H means change in enthalpy. Okay, delta H is negative means that is delta H is less than 0. Remember these things. Here we increase the temperature. So now it is exothermic reaction. Here we increase the temperature. Am I right? Exothermic reactions, heat energy is high at product side. Am I right? Now we increase the temperature. When we increase the temperature, what happened? Amount of Q is also increases or not? That means P also increases or not? Now this one is taken as product. Here we consider heat energy as a product. Remember this. So Q increases means product is also increases or not? Okay. So this is done by us. Here we increase the product concentration. Am I right? Now system can do. Now system try to decrease the pressure. Am I right? We increase the product concentration here. Product concentration. Now system try to decrease the product concentration. So now here at product concentration is high. Product concentration is high. Now system try to decrease. Try to decrease means how it is decreases? When product concentration moves towards to reactants, then automatically product concentration decreases or not? decreases. That means in which direction it is? Backward reaction takes place. Backward direction. Here system try to decrease the product concentration. Am I right? How it will decrease the product concentration? This product is shifted towards to reactants. That means decrease the product concentration, increase the reactants concentration. Am I right? Is it clear? That means backward reaction takes place. Suppose in the case of endothermic reaction at high temperature. Endothermic reaction means where delta H is equals to positive. That means delta H is greater than 0. Now this is the reaction. Suppose endothermic reaction means it absorbs some quantity of energy. That means here we add some quantity of energy. Okay. Now this one is assumed as reactant. This heat energy assumed as reactant. Remember this. So now we increase the temperature. Am I right here? We increase the temperature. Am I right? That means heat is also increases or not? Heat means reactants or not? That means reactants concentration is higher or not? Am I right? So this is done by us. Am I right? We did this. Am I right? Now system can try to do. So we increase the reactants concentration. Now system try to decrease reactants concentration. Decrease reactants concentration means it increase the product concentration. Am I right? So now this is the product and reactant. Decrease the reactants concentration means increase the concentration of product. So here reactants concentration is decreases, product concentration is increases. Am I right? So that means which direction it is? Clearly forward. Clearly forward direction. At high temperature we consider two cases. One is exothermic and endothermic. Okay. Now come to decrease in temperature, second case. Decrease in temperature. So let's consider two cases here when decrease the temperature. In that first one is exothermic reaction and second one is endothermic reaction. First one is exothermic reaction and second one is endothermic reaction, in which case decrease in the temperature, that means low temperature. So this is the reactant, this one is product. Am I right? Exothermic reaction means heat is released. Am I right? After the reaction, what is the condition? For exothermic reaction delta is negative, that means delta H is less than 0. Am I right? In this case. So now come to here. This is product side, Product. Decrease the temperature. What is the case? Decrease the temperature. Temperature is decreases. It is assumed as product also. Assumed as product. So temperature decreases automatically. Q is also decreases. Where Q means heat energy. Q decreases means product is decreases or not? This is done by us. Am I right? This is we. This is done by us or this is you. Okay. Now what about system? System can do opposite work. Am I right? System. Now product concentration is decreases. Am I right? Is it clear? Now we are decrease the product concentration. Now system try to increase product concentration. Am I right? Increase the product concentration means decrease the reactant concentration. Am I right? Now we decrease the product concentration. Am I right? Now system try to increase the product concentration at this side. That means it try to decrease the reactants concentration. When product concentration is increases, when reactants concentration is decreases, automatically product concentration is high. Am I right? Here we decrease the product concentration. Product concentration. System try to increase the product concentration at this side. That means now system try to decrease the reactants concentration. Then only product concentration is high. Am I right? So now this is the reactant and product. How product concentration is increases? When reactants concentration is shifted towards to product. That means reactants concentration is decreases and product concentration is high or not? Product concentration is high. Then now what is the direction of the reaction or prediction of the reaction? Is forward. Is forward. Is it clear for all of you? Here we at this side we decrease the pressure. Am I right? Why? Because decreasing in temperature, Q is decreases, that means product is decreases. Am I right? So system try to increase the product concentration. So when it is increase the product concentration, so when it decrease the reactants concentration. So when decrease the reactants concentration, automatically product concentration is high or not? High. That means the direction of the reaction is clearly forward direction. Okay. So come to here endothermic reaction. For endothermic reaction at low temperature. Now this is the reaction, am I right? Endothermic reaction means we add heat energy at reactant side. This is heat. How it is assumed here? Reactant. Okay. So here temperature is decreases, am I right? Automatically Q is also decreases. Q decreases means Q assumed as reactants. That means reactants is decreases or not? So this is done by us. We did this one. Okay. Now what about system? What about system? System, we decrease the reactants. Am I right? Now system try to increase the concentration of the reactant. So it increase the concentration of reactants. That means now system try to decrease the product. When reactants concentration is increases. So if it decreases the product concentration by the system, then automatically reactants concentration is increases. So now that remember this. So now we increase the system try to increase the reactants means product concentration is decreases. So that means by decrease the product concentration is decreases. That means reactants concentration is high. Am I right? So when reactants concentration is high, if decrease the product concentration, that concentration shifted to reactants. That means reactant concentration is high. That means reaction is clearly backward. Backward reaction takes place. Okay, is it clear, ma? Endothermic reaction means delta H equals to positive. Okay, is it clear? So this is the effect of temperature on chemical equilibrium with respect to Le Chatelier's principle. Okay. So we discussed already effect of concentration of reactants and products, and the second factor is effect of temperature. Okay. In the part 2, and the next factor, third factor is effect of pressure at equilibrium. Effect of pressure at equilibrium. Listen carefully. So you know ideal gas equation. PV is equals to nRT. Am I right? PV is equals to nRT, where V R T taken as constants. Suppose constant. Okay, am I right? Then P is directly proportional. N, where P means pressure, where N means number of moles, where N means number of moles. Is it clear? Pressure and N means number of moles. Is it clear, ma'am? Okay. That means pressure increases, number of moles also increases. If pressure is decreases, number of moles is also decreases. So if pressure increases, number of moles increases. Pressure decreases, number of moles is also decreases. Why? Because it is a directly proportional relation. Remember this. Okay. So now what is the effect of pressure at equilibrium? Okay. So now the first statement is according to Le-Chatelier principle, according to Le-Chatelier principle, if pressure is high at equilibrium reaction, then chemical equilibrium shifts towards less number of moles side. Pressure is high at equilibrium. If pressure is high at equilibrium, then the equilibrium position shift towards less number of moles side. This is the statement according to Le-Chatelier principle. So let's take the example regarding this. So N2 of H2 is reversible 2 of NH3, am I right? Now how many moles are present here? 1. How many moles are here? 3. Now total moles at reactant side 4, am I right? Come to product side. How many moles here we have? 2 moles. 2 moles. How many moles? 2 moles. Is it clear? Now at high pressure, P means pressure here. Okay. So this is us. Suppose here we are going to do pressure is high by us. If increase the pressure means number of moles is higher or not? Now system can do. So now if you increase the pressure, now automatically the system can do. So now we try to decrease the pressure, am I right? Decrease the pressure means P is directly proportional and decrease the pressure, automatically what happens? Number of moles is decreases or not? So number of moles is also decreases. So then what happened here? If we increase the pressure at equilibrium, now automatically the system try to decrease number of moles. Am I right? That means high number moles to less number of moles side. So the reaction moves high number moles side to less number moles side. Am I right? We increase the number of moles, that means we apply high pressure, automatically number of moles is increases, am I right? Now system try to move less number of moles side, am I right? High number of moles side to less number of moles side. So follow this equation. So high number moles to less number of moles at high pressure. In which direction it is? High number moles to less number of moles, clearly forward reaction takes place. Remember this. So when at high pressure the equilibrium position shift towards to less number of moles side. Where less number of moles? Here we have 4, it is 2. So towards less number of moles side. Am I right? Is it clear? So now see this example. 2NH3 is reversible. N2 3 of H2. In this reaction, we applied high pressure. At high pressure, what happened? At high pressure, the equilibrium position shift towards to more number of moles side to less number of moles side, am I right? At high pressure, it shift towards to less number of moles side simply. Okay. So here we have 2 moles, here we have 1 plus 3, 4 moles. At high pressure what happened in this reaction? Suppose at high pressure the reaction moves towards less number of moles side, high number moles to less number of moles side. That means backward direction. Which direction? Backward. Am I right? So here the statement is, according to Le-Chatelet principle, if we increase the pressure at high pressure, the equilibrium position shift towards to less number of mole side, less number of mole side. In this reaction at high pressure, so here we have less number of moles, here we have high number of moles. So high number of mole side to less number of mole side simply. And in this case at high pressure, so the reaction moves towards to less number of moles. Where we have less number of moles side? Here in this side. So in this direction we have. That means backward direction. Is it clear, ma? That is the first statement regarding to pressure. At high pressure, less number of moles side. Then second statement is, according to Le-Chatelet principle, according to Le-Chatelet principle, at low pressure, equilibrium shifts towards more number of moles side. At low pressure, it equilibrium shift towards to more number of mole side. Let's see the example. H2 plus N2 is reversible. 2 of NH3, am I right? 2 of NH3. So these are all in gaseous state, you know. Okay. At low pressure, what is the statement? At low pressure, the equilibrium position shift towards to more number of mole side. So where we have more number of moles here, 3 plus 1, 4, here 2. Okay. More number of mole side means the reaction proceed towards in this direction. That means backward direction. Backward direction. Is it clear? Next, in the reverse reaction, for the reverse reaction, 2 moles of NH3 gives rise to a reversible 3 of H2 plus 1 of N2, am I right? This is the reversible reaction. Now apply at low pressure. Apply low pressure here. So according to statement, when low pressure what happened? The reaction or chemical equilibrium shift towards to more number of moles side. At low pressure, here we have 2 moles, here we have 3 plus 1, 4 moles. That means in which direction it moves? So more number of moles means in this direction. That means forward direction. Forward direction. Which direction? Clearly it is forward direction. Is that clear, ma? And the third case, very very important. Effect of pressure at equilibrium reaction when delta n is equals 0. When delta n is equals 0. So the above two cases delta n is not equals 0. Am I right? The case 1 and case 2 delta n is equals not equals 0. What is delta n? Number of moles of products minus number of moles at reactants. Okay. So here in this case, effect of pressure at equilibrium reaction when delta n is equals 0. When delta n equals means number of moles of product minus number of moles of reactants becomes 0. When it becomes 0, when number of moles of reactants, number of moles of products are equal, then it becomes delta N equals 0. So then what is the effect of pressure in this case? In this case, no effect of pressure. No effect of pressure at equilibrium reaction. No effect of pressure at equilibrium. Remember this, very very important. Is it clear, students, all of you? That means equilibrium cannot disturb. Cannot disturb. Okay? There is no change in the equilibrium position, neither forward or backward. Okay? So no effect of pressure at equilibrium. So let's see the example. H2 plus I2 is reversible 2Hi, am I right? How many moles here we have? 1 plus 1, 2 moles, am I right? 2 moles in the left hand side. In the right hand side, how many moles? We have 2 moles. Okay. Now what about delta N value here? Delta N is equals 0. Why? Because 2 minus 2 equals to how much? 0. Delta N is equals 0, am I right? Delta N is equals 0. So number of moles are equal, you know. So what is the actual statement here? According to Le-Chatelier principle, if we increase the pressure, equilibrium shift towards to less number of moles side. If we decrease the pressure, so it moves more number of moles side, am I right? So here number of moles are equal, you know, in both sides. So we can't decide in which direction the reaction proceed, am I right? Why? Because there is no more number of moles, you know. Number of moles are equal, okay? So then there is no chance to move the reaction either forward or backward. Is it clear? Number of moles are equal, then how can we decide the reaction moves less number of moles or more number of moles side? So that's why when delta N is equals 0, effect of pressure at equilibrium is nothing. There is no effect of pressure at equilibrium when delta N is equals 0. That means number of moles of reactants becomes number of moles of product. Here both moles are equal or not? Equal. Am I right? So very very important statement. So in effect of pressure, in the first case, pressure is high at equilibrium. At equilibrium, it moves less number of moles side. Less number of moles side. Am I right? In the second case, pressure is low. Pressure is low at equilibrium. At equilibrium, then it moves more number of moles side. More number of moles side. Am I right? In the third case, no effect of pressure at equilibrium when delta N is equals 0. In this case, delta N is not equals 0. Am I right? Is it clear? So let's see the example. Question: H2 plus Cl2 is reversible 2HCl. Am I right? This is gaseous product. These are the gaseous reactants. Okay, this is the equation. What is the effect of pressure at a given equilibrium reaction? That is the question. What is the effect of pressure at a given equilibrium pressure? Simply the answer is, first you have to check delta N, number of moles of product 2, number of moles of reactant 1 plus 1 2. So delta n is equals to becomes, then what happened? No effect of pressure. No effect of pressure at equilibrium. That is no change. Even if we increase or decrease the pressure, even if we increase the pressure or decreasing the pressure in the given equilibrium, there is no effect of equilibrium position. Why? Because delta n is equal to 0. Both side number of moles are equal. Suppose if we increase the pressure, generally at high pressure what happens? Less number of moles side. Where less number of moles side here? Both are equal. Then how can we decide either it is forward or backward? There is no way. So why? Because number of moles are equal. That means there is no effect of pressure. That means delta n is equal to 0 clearly. Very very important question. Okay. Now question number 2. N2 plus O2 is reversible to NO. N2 plus O2 is reversible to NO. So what is the effect of pressure here? Where delta n is equals to minus 1 plus 1, 2. That is equals 0. What is the effect of pressure here? No effect of pressure. No effect of pressure. No effect of pressure. Okay. Number of moles are equal at both sides. Is it clear, ma? N2, 3 of H2 is reversible to NH3. It is a reversible reaction, am I right? At high pressure, what is the equilibrium direction or what is the equilibrium position of a given equilibrium reaction? Is it forward or backward? The first option is forward, backward, less number of moles side, and D option A and C. Which one is correct one? At high pressure what happened? According to Le-Chatelet principle, at high pressure equilibrium shifted towards less number of moles side. Here it has at high pressure, here 1 plus 3 moles, that means 5 moles. Here 2 moles only, less moles. At high pressure the equilibrium position shift towards to less number of moles side. Less number of moles side. C is correct. And one more thing, what is the direction? Less number of moles side means it is forward or not? Forward direction. So in this case option D is correct one. Why? Because it is A and C. Both are correct. Is it clear, ma? So option D is correct one. Okay. So this is the effect of pressure at chemical equilibrium. Okay. Next the question is PCl5 is reversible PCl3 plus Cl2. Is it clear? So at low pressure, what is the effect of equilibrium at low pressure? So low pressure means at low pressure it moves high number of moles side, B forward direction, C backward direction, D A and B. A and B. So once see at low pressure, now here we have 1 mole, here 1 plus 1, 2 moles. At low pressure chemical equilibrium shift towards to more number of moles side, and that means option 1 is correct, where more number of moles, 1 plus 1, 2. So it moves towards high number of moles. High number of moles side means which direction? low moles and high moles. So what is the direction? Forward direction. So A and B. Now option D is correct one. Okay, is it clear? Okay students, we will meet again on tomorrow. So these are the factors. One is effect of concentration at chemical equilibrium, and the second one is effect of temperature on chemical equilibrium, and third one effect of pressure. Okay, so we will see on tomorrow what is the effect of volume and inert gases, and what is the effect of catalyst at chemical equilibrium. Okay.